On the mound for the Dogs, left-hander Jeff McKenzie, 1-2 on the season with a 3.42 ERA. And as Jeff McKenzie warms up, this will be the 25-year-old left-hander from El Dorado Hills, California's third start for the Dogs in his 13th appearance. First two outings very successful. He pitched 6 innings on June 14th at Fargo, allowed just 1 run, gave up a home run to the second guy he faced, and then flipped the doom switch. 5 strikeouts, no walks. Through 6 innings, allowed just 1 unearned run on June 19th. He's made 2 relief outings since then. As Bobby Brown has said, he's got 6 starting pitchers in 5 slots, so he's been juggling McKenzie and Casey Barnes here the last few weeks. Barnes McKenzie 0-1 with a 2.92 ERA here at Haymarket Park. Now in his 3rd professional season. Was drafted by the Chicago White Sox out of Cal State Bakersfield, where he had one of the best careers a Roadrunner has ever had. He earned WAC Pitcher of the Year honors in 2013. Before they joined the Western Athletic Conference, he was named the Independent Pitcher of the Year by collegesportsmadness.com in 2012. And he has been very useful for the Salt Dogs and their second-rated pitching staff so far this year. 77 degrees, cloudy skies in the capital city. East winds at 8 miles per hour, blowing in from left. Chance of showers a little later on as Chad Mazingo steps in. Left-handed hitting outfielder from Rice. Here's the windup and the pitch from McKenzie. It's a fastball and it's just low. And we are underway at 6:39. The windup from McKenzie. Now the 1-0 pitch. That is a strike over the inside corner. 1-1 the count. Chad Kettleman is the home plate umpire. Steve Linton, crew chief at first. Scott Shores at third. The windup from McKenzie. The 1-1 delivery. It's a curveball and it's low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Dogs wearing their home whites. Navy numerals. White caps with the blue bills. Redhawks rolled in very battle fatigued after that 40-inning series. No batting practice for the Redhawks today. 2-1 pitch is swung on and grounded to the right side. To his left goes Kelly. Picks it up. He throws to McKenzie, covering, and it doinks off his glove. Safe as Mazingo. I'm not sure what happened there. If McKenzie took his eye off it, trying to locate the bag. We'll see if that's going to be an infield hit or an error charge to the Salt Dogs pitcher. Mazingo took a big kind of tomahawk cut at that, and that is going to be called a hit. It looked like the throw beat Mazingo there, but he's got great speed and certainly a tough play. Longer than average feet. It was an overhand toss there by Kelly. You don't see a lot of 4-1 putouts, and there's a reason. Tough angle, very tough to execute. Much easier if it was a 3-1 underhand shovel, as Ryan Pineda, right-hander, takes a fastball for a strike. 0-1. Pineda hit a long home run against McKenzie back on June 14th. One of just 2 home runs on the season for the upright standing Red Hawk. Red sleeve on his right arm as he swirls the bat. He takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Redhawks played a 17-inning game on Tuesday night that hit the midnight curfew. And then a couple more extra inning games. Dropped 2 of 3 against the X's. They had won 6 in a row. 1-1 pitch is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fargo wearing its black jerseys, red numerals, white trim, gray pants with the black caps. Redhawks struck out 56 times in that 40-inning series. As McKenzie comes out of the belt, 2-1 pitch, swing, and a miss. Ball cutting upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So they played 17 innings, they played 11 innings, and then they played 12 innings last night. 14 hours and 23 minutes of baseball, plus a 2-hour, 45-minute rain delay on Wednesday night at Newman Outdoor. They had a big Independence Day celebration last night in Fargo. The Budweiser Clydesdales were out. All the branches of the military. And sounded like quite a celebration up there. 2-2 is swung on and bounced down to Luis Allen. It's off his knee, and it's rolling back onto the infield grass. Safe as Pineda without a throw. And that's going to be called an error on Luis Allen. Kind of a Band-Aid third baseman for Bobby Brown and the Salt Dogs. As Mozingo heads up to second base. So an E5, first error of the game. Allen, a catcher by trade, commits his third error of the season. Salt Dogs released Mike Gilmartin to make room for the new center fielder, Robbie Cousdale. And it sounds like Bobby Brown may be in the works of trying to acquire another infielder, right now carrying 5 outfielders and 5 infielders, including that utility infielder / pitcher, Freddie Flores, as Kieri De La Cruz, left-hander, swings and he floats the first pitch foul off to the left and out of play, 0-1. 2 on, nobody out for Fargo here in the opening inning. Redhawks hold a big advantage all-time against the Salt Dogs, 59-35. Dogs are 22-23 at home against Doug Simonek's Redbirds. 0-1, a swing and a miss on a breaking ball, 0-2. De La Cruz has been awarded pitcher or player of the week honors by Point Streak, the American Association's stats provider. He is third in the league in hitting at .361. Actually tied for second with Adam Heisler, who was just activated by Winnipeg today. 0-2 pitch is swung on and jacked high in the air, shallow right. Going back, Kelly. On comes Austin Darby. Good communication by the former Husker teammates. As Darber makes the squeeze, runners stay put, 1 out. Defensively for the Dogs, Ryan Wiggins doing the catching. And boy, has Wiggins been good behind the plate. Has not thrown out many runners, 2 out of 14, but pitchers have a 2.66 ERA pitching to the brick wall from the University of Washington. Kurt Smith is at first, Pat Kelly at second. Dainer Morera is at short. Allen at third with Jacobs in left, Cousdale in center, and Darby in right. Here's Josh Mazzola, intimidating right-handed hitter. He takes a strike. Little backdoor slurve from McKenzie, 0-1. Mazzola hitting .331, 11 homers, 44 RBI. The longtime Goldeye switched over to the division rival Redhawks this year. 0-1 pitch, fastball pops the outside corner, a called strike, 0-2. Mazzola thought that one was high. Mazzola's second in the league with 11 home runs, and he leads the league in RBI. 44 ribbies in 39 games for Mazzola. Bent at the knees, open stance. 2 on, 1 out. McKenzie comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mazzola hit a walk-off single in the bottom of the 17th inning of that series opener, which happened on Wednesday, a game that started on Tuesday. Twice they were stopped due to the midnight curfew. 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, a nice grab by fan in the upper deck, was just promoted thanks to Woods Brothers Realty. Move of the game from the berm to the club level, and makes a nice catch for his daughters. Mozingo's at second, an infield single. Pineda at first, reached on an error as McKenzie tries to work out of a jam. 1-2 pitch, swung on and grounded sharply the other way, foul. Jeff McKenzie last started against the Railcats. That was on June 19th here at home. He pitched 6 innings, just 1 unearned run allowed, 4.6 strikeouts per 9 on the season for McKenzie, a whip of 1.48. Mozingo at second, Pineda at first. 1-2 pitch, swinging a soft ground ball off the end of the bat toward the shortstop. Morera grabs it, underhands to Kelly, pivots, throws to first. It's not in time. And a good takeout slide by Pineda. It was an athletic turn and jump throw by Kelly. So Mozingo to third. Pineda is retired on the 6-4 force. Mazzola reaching on the fielder's choice. Runners on the corners, 2 down for the Redhawks.
For the Redhawks, number 23 right fielder Katie
As Katie Kong will hit. Lawrenceville, Georgia native, was in Double-A Mississippi in the Braves organization last year. Kong hitting .313, 6 homers, 21 RBI. 3 through 6 spot in the Red Hawk lineup, all batting over 300. A big pull shift on in the infield as Kong bounces one just foul. Hopping up the first base chalk line, 0-1. Red Hawks overall ranked 7th in the league with a .267 batting average. And these are the top 2 pitching teams in the association. Red Hawks 1, Salt Dogs 2. Mazinga's at third base, Mazzola at first. The stretch from the lefty McKenzie. And the 0-1 pitch. Big curveball is just low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Game 4 of a 6-game homestand for the Dogs. They will head down to Amarillo, Texas for the 4th of July on Monday. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, strike. And it's a bit of a high zone established by Chad Kettleman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 in Amarillo against the Texas Air Hogs, and then 3 at Joe Becker Stadium against the Joplin Blasters. Part of that fan club road trip, which we'll talk about later on this evening. Here's the 1-2 from McKenzie. Fastball called third strike over the outside corner. And that was the low strike there as McKenzie strikes out Kong, and that will end the inning. So the Red Hawks get an infield single. There was an error committed. 2 runners left on base. They go to the bottom of the first at Haymarket Park. Red Hawks, nothing. Salt Dogs coming up.
Join.
We already did.
New ownership, exciting new changes. Lincoln Racket Club, 56th and Old Cheney. Oh, yeah. Nice catch.
Yeah, back to the dugout, dude.
So, you gonna look for a job after graduation?
Yeah.
You gonna look around here or somewhere else?
Well, I was thinking maybe I could work for you full time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Maybe turn it into a family business.
Well, that's great. And I can start thinking about early retirement.
Hey, not on my watch.
Emeritus. Proud to support all the moments that amount to a fulfilling life.
KFOR FM 103.3, 1240 AM.
Overcast evening at Haymarket Park. Lights are on. Temperature in the mid-70s. Really comfortable evening. 10 degrees cooler than last night. As Brian Humphreys steps in, left-hander for the Red Hawks. He swings. He drives one high in the air to right field off the left-handed pitch of McKenzie. Back near the warning track, retreats. Darby posts up, makes the catch for out number 1. No score, top of the second inning. Red Hawks fans always seem to travel pretty well here to Haymarket Park. A 7-hour drive south. Doug Simonek jersey being worn in the crowd near the Red Hawks dugout. As Luke Bailey stands in, power hitting catcher from the right side. He takes just low over the outside corner from the lefty Jeff McKenzie for ball 1. Bailey batting just .131 on the year. Former Tampa Bay Ray prospect has hit 3 home runs, 11 RBI. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Changeup over the outside corner, 1-1. I think that was the first changeup that McKenzie has thrown. Dogs infield deep, outfield playing Bailey the other way. 1-1, a swing and a miss. Fastball over the inside corner, 1-2. It's a changeup away, and then a ram a fastball over the inside edge. We'll see what McKenzie and Wiggins dial up next, but they've got Bailey eating out of the palms of their hands as McKenzie nods, spins, kicks, and throws. It's a big curveball, and it drops low. Good take by Bailey. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big gap in left center field as McKenzie nods, rocks, and throws. Swing and a high pop-up Pat Kelly, the second baseman, drifting to his left. Couple steps back on the first step of right field, and will make the catch for out number 2. 335 down the left field line at Haymarket. 356 to left center. Good gathering on the berm beyond the wall. 403 to the deepest part where the left and center field walls meet. As Kes Carter, left-hander, shows bunt, takes a breaking ball for a strike. 342 to right center in front of a packed home run terrace, which received a couple of long balls last night. Kurt Smith's actually landed on the canopies above it, and Allen dropped one into the terrace. 325 down the right field line. A 1 pitch is a breaker low, 1 ball and 1 strike to Kes Carter. Batting .283 on the season. Brentwood, Tennessee native, was with the AA Montgomery Biscuits last year. 1-1 is swung on and smoked on the ground past a diving Kurt into right field for a base hit. It is the first honest-to-goodness hit into the outfield this evening. McKenzie did a nice job working around a leadoff single and an error in the top of the first. McKenzie hasn't allowed an earned run. Well, he's allowed just 1 earned run since June 14th. The 2-out pitch to the righty, Brian Johns, is swung on and lifted out towards center field. Playable for Coosdale, angling back into his right. Coosdale will make the two-handed clasp to retire the side. 1 hit for the Redhawks, 1 left. It'll be Leverage, Jacobs, Darby coming to the plate for the Salt Dogs. Middle of the second at Haymarket. 0-0.
Miguel Cabrera became the first player to hit for the Triple Crown in 45 years. A National League player has not hit for the Triple Crown since Cardinals outfielder Joe Medwick in 1937. These baseball facts are brought to you by Samson Construction, serving our community for
KFOR FM 103.3, 1240 AM.
Top of the third inning at Haymarket Park. Salt Dogs and Redhawks scoreless as Jeff McKenzie will go back to work, facing Mazingo, Pineda, and De La Cruz, top of the Fargo order. And we are now joined once again by Salt Dogs fan club president Bridget Anderson into the Budweiser broadcast booth. And Bridget, great to have you with us.
Thanks, Drew.
Bridget coming bearing gifts with an all-time Salt Dogs roster broken down by number. That's an impressive assignment undertaken as Mazingo, left-hander, takes low for ball 1.
It was a fun project to work on.
What's the most common number? Have you divided it that way yet?
I haven't really gotten that far yet.
Good spreadsheet here. As the windup from McKenzie, a breaking ball, and that's a strike at the knees. 1 and 1 the count. Nice crowd here on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Comfortable out there.
It is gorgeous out.
77 degrees. A little bit of a breeze blowing in from left. Here's the windup and the 1-1 pitch swing, and a bounding ball out toward the shortstop Moreira. He grabs it and he wings it across to first for out number 1. So the fan club road trip coming up July 9th.
Yes, next Saturday.
Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin.
Yep.
And remind us how we can get signed up for that.
We have our deadline is Sunday, this coming Sunday the 3rd, at the end of the game. Price is $50 for members, $65 for non-members. However, if you join the fan club, the price would be $70. So you're only going to pay $5 more and get all the benefits of a membership.
As Ryan Pineda, right-hander, takes a fastball for a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. And what are some of the best perks of fan club membership?
We do a tailgate once a month for the players, and we feed them after a game, or before a game, excuse me, right after batting practice. It's a chance to get to meet the players. We go on the road trips. We just have a good time. In off season, we meet once a month for a meal and just have a good time with fellowship.
Yeah, great group of folks supporting the Salt Dogs since 2001 when the franchise was relocated from Madison, Wisconsin. Fan club's seen a lot of playoff appearances over the years. The 2009 championship, as the next pitch was fouled off down the left field line. 0-2 pitch is just away from McKenzie to Ryan Pineda. 1 ball and 2 strikes. You guys haven't been down to Joplin, have you?
No, it'll be our first trip down there, so it'll be an exciting trip for us. So
1-2 from McKenzie is up and away. Breaking ball got away from him. 2-2 the count. At Joe Becker Stadium, that was built in the early part of the 20th century. Had some remodeling done before last year. Got a a hill in right field as the 2-2 is popped foul and out of play. A berm kind of shoots out from the warning track, goes up into the fence, and then there's a little plywood fence about halfway up that grass hill. It's an interesting setup. As the windup from McKenzie 2-2 is swung on, hit high in the air, center field, shuffling back now, zagging to his right. Cousdale reaches up, hauls it in. We're out number 2. What do you make of Cousdale so far? Second game as a Salt Dog.
I'm very impressed. So
yeah, he's had some good games against the Dogs the last few years as part of the Kansas City T-Bones, and should provide a nice spark at the top of the lineup. Dogs have really been without a true center fielder since Chase Harris was released a few weeks ago, and Cousdale can certainly fit the bill. Here's De La Cruz, left-hander, an extreme pull shift being applied by the Dogs. Breaking ball and a called strike from McKenzie, 0-1. Kelly playing in shallow right. Shortstop Morera is to the right of second base in shallow right center. Luis Allen playing in the shortstop position at third. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball over the outside corner, 0-2. So, fan club road trip July 9th. It's a week from tomorrow.
yes.
And the deadline is Sunday by the end of the game. 5:05 start time at homestand finale. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's swung on and tapped foul off to the right. Blasters right now in 4th place in the American Association South, so hopefully the fan club motoring down there. It'll be a game to clinch the series.
I hope so.
Salt Dogs didn't fare so well against Joplin last year.
No.
Wind up from McKenzie, 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball in the dirt. Wiggins tags out De La Cruz, and that'll end the inning. Second strikeout for McKenzie as he sends the Redhawks down in order. Thank you, TJ. How about the Tribe? Franchise record 14 straight wins. And do it in 19 innings on Canada Day up in Toronto. Carlos Santana hit a 413-foot home run in the top of the 9th. Indians now 49-30. Great time to be a sports fan in that lakeside city as Josh Mazzola leads off the top of the 4th for Fargo. Right-hander takes outside from the lefty Jeff McKenzie. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 1-1. Zola reached on a fielder's choice his first time up as McKenzie shakes and now nods to Wiggins. 1-1 delivery, swung on and belted out toward right center field, running back into his left. Cousdale hauls it in just shy of the warning track. A lot of balls hit very well out towards center field, but some wind blowing in from left. Both Cousdale and Carter have been up to the challenge so far. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Fargo. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Dogs in the opener of this 3-game set in the capital city. Great to have you with us. Drew Bonadelli joining you from the Budweiser broadcast booth. TJ Henning, our producer, engineer, and studio host on KFOR FM 103.3, 1240 AM. As Katie Kong, the left-hander, takes a breaking ball away for ball 1. And also streaming online, American Association Baseball.tv. Great to have you view. Cade McFadden and the terrific Dog Pound Productions team running the online telecast. The new center field cam this year, brand new graphic scheme as Kong takes low, ball 2. And all those games are archived as well. You can watch any Salt Dogs home game in HD video at any time. 2-0 pitch is swung on and pounded high in the air center field. A lot of hang time, but very easy play in the end for Cousdale to his left. Camps under it, makes a squeeze, 2 down. American Association Baseball.tv. You click on the Salt Dogs logo. You can watch the Salt Dogs offensive fiesta from last night again. 9 runs, couple of homers. Here's Brian Humphreys, left-hander, the windup from McKenzie. The pitch, breaking ball is grounded toward the hole at short. Charging in is Morera, scoops it up. He wings it across to first. And it's a nice job by Kurt running up the line to backhand it and to keep that from being a throwing error on Moreira. So that'll be an infield single for Humphreys, as the Redhawks have a runner aboard. Win picking up. It's going to be tough to not start Jeff McKenzie. He's making his third start of the year, and he has been just a tough customer. As Luke Bailey stands in, a swing and a miss. Foul tip, rather. One off of Wiggins, 0-1 the count. Bailey popped to the second baseman Kelly his first time. Humphreys leading from first, being held by Kurt. 0-1 delivery, swung on and hammered over a leaping Allen. A base hit down the left field line. To his right goes Jacobs, picks it up, throws to Moreira. Up to second base goes Humphreys. Back-to-back two-out singles for the Redhawks. They'll have an opportunity to open the game scoring as Kes Carter steps into the box.
Yes, Carter.
Salt Dogs playing the lefty Carter to pull as he swings and he skies the first pitch he sees. Shallow left. Jogging in. Jacobs still coming in, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Couple of hits for the Redhawks. 2 left. It is 4 scoreless so far for courtsider Jeff McKenzie. Jeff McKenzie back to the office as he kicks and delivers a fastball high to Fargo right-handed hitting shortstop Brian Johns. No score at top of the 5th at Haymarket. The 1-0 to the Redhawks shortstop. That's a strike over the outer third. 1-1 the count. Johns flew to center his first time up. 1-1 pitch. Big swerve. Swerving. Missing in. Slurring. 2-1 pitch. Swing. Oh, this one hammered to left. Back goes Jacobs, still going back. Jacobs at the warning track. He reaches up, and he makes the catch as he softly collides into the big LED board. On a neutral evening, that ball is probably gone, but some breeze blowing in from left. And they had some top spin as well, but that was thumped by Johns. And a nice grab by Jacobs, who suffered the biggest hit of his career sprinting into that LED board earlier this summer, bigger than any hits he took as a running back in his prolific football days in high school. As Chad Mazingo, left-hander, takes a breaking ball for a called strike. 0-1. Redhawks nothing, Salt Dogs nothing. Mazingo 1 for 2 with an infield hit. Slightly open stance. The 0-1 is swung on and popped up. Third baseman Luis Allen drifting into foul ground makes the squeeze underneath the third base coaching box for out number 2. Haymarket Park Beer Fest is coming up July 30th. Dogs will be hosting St. Paul. $20 for an advance ticket, $30 day of event ticket, $40 for a VIP ticket. It's always a fun evening at the ballpark as Ryan Pineda, right-hander, takes a fastball for a strike. 0-1. VIP tasting session starts at 4:30. General admission entry at 5:30. And then the ball game starts at 6:35. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and in. 1-1 the count. Blue Blood Brewing Company will be out here. Bottle Rocket Brewing Company from Seward. Empyrean Brewing Company. Granite City Brewery, Lincoln Lagers, Spilker Ales. Many more breweries coming soon. For more information, visit haymarketparkbeerfest.com as Ryan Pineda takes high. 2-1 the count. Two down, bases empty. Salt Dogs and Redhawks scoreless. 2-1 pitch. Little spinner, and that's a called strike. 2-2. McKenzie rocks and throws. Swing and a line drive, one hop through in left field for a base hit. So Pineda smashes a 2-out single. He is now 1 for 3. That's the 5th hit for the Redhawks. All 8 hits tonight have been singles. Kieti De La Cruz, left-hander, swings and he nubs one off the end of the bat, spinning toward McKenzie, picks it up, base of the mound, jogs to first, underhand. De La Cruz retired 1-3, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left for Fargo. Middle of the 5th, it'll be Darby, Wiggins, Kelly coming to the plate for the Salt Dogs. No score. So the Salt Dogs have the leadoff runner aboard for the first time tonight. See if they can cash that in for the game's first tally. Here's Ryan Wiggins, right-hander. He struck out looking his first time. Stanton picks to first. Darby dives back in. Darby has not attempted a steal as a professional. And Wiggins will show bunt. He pushes a good one up the first base line, picked up by Stanton. Shot puts to the covering. Oh, that's Humphreys, the first baseman who was back there. Good sacrifice by Wiggins. 1-3. Up to second goes Darby.
Visit their website at homebasedtorage.com. This season, cable is out and Kinetic TV from Windstream is in. That's right.
The good pitchers duel between the top 2 pitching teams in the association as McKenzie takes his shutout into the top of the 6th inning. He starts Josh Mazzola off with a little breaking ball for a called strike. 0-1. No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Fargo. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Dogs as McKenzie throws low to the righty Mazzola. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mazzola 0 for 2. He flew to center his last time. Leads the league with 44 RBI. Second with 11 home runs as he takes down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hails from Santee, California. Turned 30 years old in April. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's a slurve for a called strike over the low and inside corner. 2-2. Terrific crowd yet again on a Fireworks Friday. 4th of July. Fireworks spectacular after tonight's game. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball is swung on and flared out toward the second baseman, Kelly. With some slice, makes the catch. And that is out number 1. There haven't been any double plays turned yet this evening, but double plays again this year brought to you by Blue Blood Brewing Company. Be sure to try Blue Blood's 643 Double Play Pilsner. Good looking can has the Salt Dogs logo on it. Here's KD Kong, left-hander. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Hitches his right leg, and he takes just outside from McKenzie. Cutting effort for ball 1. Kong is struck out looking and popped to center. 1-0 pitch. Strike. At the knees, 1-1. All 4 of the outfielders on the Fargo roster left-handed throwers and hitters. As Kong waggles the bat, 1-1 pitch is lifted high in the air, left center field, gliding to his right. Coosdale makes a 2-handed catch for out number 2. 5 2/3 shutout innings by McKenzie. He's allowed just 5 hits. He is a pitcher. Listed at 6 feet, but that may be with spikes. Standing on the mound. And is 2 for 2 in quality starts. looking to make it 3 for 3 as he misses low to Brian Humphreys, left-hander. Humphreys 1 for 2. No score, top of the 6th inning. The windup from McKenzie, 1-0 pitch, drifts outside, ball 2. Big shift in the outfield. Salt Dogs playing Humphreys to pull. Humphreys is batting .302 with 6 homers and 31 RBI. Upright stance, 2-0 pitch, swing, and this ball is hit high in the air down the right field line. Sprinting to his left is Darby. He's in foul ground. Darby makes the catch on the side warning track, flips the ball to the young fans on the berm, and that ends the inning. So Humphreys fouls out to right. That is the second tidy frame spun by McKenzie, who has now thrown 6 shutouts in Lincoln.
KFOR FM 103.3, 1240 AM.
Taylor Stanton has thrown 85 pitches through 6 scoreless innings. McKenzie, fewer than that, as the Salt Dogs left-hander kicks and throws a fastball that misses outside to Red Hawk right-handed hitting catcher Luke Bailey. No score, top of the 7th at Haymarket. 1-0 pitch, swing, and a pop-up. First base side, foul ground. This one will peel back toward the seats. McKenzie has now thrown 80 pitches, 55 for strikes. 5 singles for Fargo, 4 singles for the Dogs. In this weekend opener, the 1-1 delivery is off the plate away, a fastball, 2-1. TJ Henning will have another Bryan Health scoreboard report at the end of this half inning. Two-one from McKenzie. A breaking ball is hit high in the air, shallow left. Moreta, the shortstop, waving off Jacobs. He'll camp under it and make the two-handed catch for the first out. Cuban-born ball player. He's got a lot of flair. Exuberant. Played for the Cuban national team and defected from Puerto Rico in 2015, last February, as Kes Carter, left-hander, bounces the first pitch foul, first base side. Dianair's a career .316 hitter in 9 seasons in the Cuban National Series. Played it for 3 different teams in that top flight league in Cuba. As the 0-1 misses up and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Kes Carter has singled and popped to left. Upright stance, gray batting gloves. A 1-1. Oh, a good snapper by McKenzie. And Carter kind of limboing out of the way, but I guess it missed just high as a wave ripples through the stadium. 2-1 pitch, swung on and tapped on the ground, rolling right of the mound. Is scooped up by McKenzie. Under, hands to Kurt Smith, who was wandering, and Kurt able to recover. Kurt thought maybe it was going to be him to field the ball, but it never was. Kurt slammed on the brakes, then zagging back to his left. Nice footwork. That is a 1-3 putout, 2 down. McKenzie is now retired 6 in a row and 9 of 10. 6 innings of 1-run ball, 6 innings of no earned run ball, and now 6+ shutout for McKenzie. 6 2/3 shutout to be precise. Here's a big lollipop curveball. That's a called strike to the righty, Brian Johns, 0-1. The windup, and time had been granted to Johns. McKenzie kind of frustratedly looks behind the mound. Here's the 0-1 pitch, another curveball swing and a miss. 0-2. Gotta love the attitude of McKenzie, who did not pitch last year. He's dying to get back onto the hill. He's done whatever Bobby Brown's asked him to do. Start, relieve, back to starting as he throws a fastball up and away, 1-2. He signed as a starting pitcher. One of the first guys that Bobby Brown signed to his staff. 1-2 delivery is in the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But then as the big league organization started cutting guys out of spring training, more and more players were signed. O'Sullivan, Coggle, Bennett, Perry. And McKenzie was relegated to a bullpen role. 2-2 pitch is swung on and thumped on the ground. 2 hops. It's collected by Luis Allen. Throws across the diamond. And that will end the inning. Another perfect frame for McKenzie. He has cut down 7 in a row. Stretch time in the capital city. Salt Dogs and Redhawks scoreless. Let's send you back to TJ for... As Ryan Wiggins steps up. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. He swings and he launches one foul off to the right. And out of play. 0-1 down. No score. Down. No score. Bottom of the 7th. One pitch. Check swing and a miss. On a breaking ball down and away. 1-1 the count.
Come on, Salty Dog.
Stretch from Stanton, the 1-2 pitch. Slider outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 8th inning. Bagels all across the scoreboard as Chad Mazingo, left-hander, takes a fastball for a strike from Lincoln lefty Jeff McKenzie, 0-1. Both pitchers have allowed just 5 hits through 7 scoreless innings. McKenzie for the Dogs, Stanton for the Redbirds as Mazingo takes down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. McKenzie has now thrown 93 pitches, 62 for strikes. As the Dogs get a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball down and away. Mazingo checks his swing, 2-1. Mazingo 1 for 3, reached on an infield hit to begin the game. Red heels on his black cleats. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball is pounded on the ground out to the second baseman, Kelly. He cradles it, throws to first for out number 1. So it's the deepest outing for Jeff McKenzie after going 6 innings in each of his first 2 starts, June 14th and then June 19th. Pitched 1 inning on June 25th in relief, 2/3 of an inning June 28th. To finish up, Ryan O'Sullivan start on Tuesday night, and now making his 3rd start. Here's Ryan Pineda, right-hander. He takes a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. McKenzie has now thrown 13 1/3 innings against the Redhawks. He's allowed just 1 run. That was a solo homer to this guy Pineda back in mid-June. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing, and that ball fouled straight back to the net. Good rip there by Pineda. 3,847 the paid crowd tonight at Haymarket. On a cloudy evening. Happy-go-lucky gathering with a fireworks show after the game. Outfield playing Pineda the other way. Here's an 0-2 curveball. It's popped up right side of the infield. Kelly backpedaling. Kelly 2 steps into the right field grass. Makes the grab for out number 2. That is now 9 in a row retired by McKenzie and 12 of 13. Stephen Shackelford, the right-hander, warming up in the Dogs bullpen. Remember, this is a Red Hawk ball club that is coming off a 40-inning, 3-game series. Last thing they want to do is play more bonus baseball as De La Cruz, left-hander, takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Kieti De La Cruz has flown to right, struck out, and grounded out. He's been one of the best players in the American Association this year. First-year Red Hawk. He swings, and he slugs one high in the air, right center. Cruising over to his right, Darby will make the catch to retire the side. 10 in a row retired by Jeff McKenzie. 8 brilliant shutout innings as he walks back to the dugout. We'll see how he's greeted. Maybe the night for him, but McKenzie outstanding tonight. He throws a... It's time for the UBS Stat of the Game, brought to you by UBS Financial Services. Jeff McKenzie turns in, quite honestly, one of the best outings of the season. 8 shutout, 5 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Granted, it is against a fatigued, perhaps sleepy Fargo club who had a marathon of a series at Newman Outdoor against Sioux City. But fantastic, nonetheless, by the Southpaw J-Max. Stat of the game from UBS Financial Services, Inc., located in the Village Gardens at 56th and Pine Lake Road. In comes former Detroit Tiger Evan Reed. Flame-throwing right-hander, 6'4", 240 pounds, and the big righty pumps a fastball for a strike over the outside corner to Josh Mazzola, who is in disbelief. Now for a moment, he's going to walk all the way back to the clubhouse, and he is showing his disagreement by really slowly walking back to the batter's box. Evan Reed tied for third with 7 saves, a 1.08 ERA, appearing for the 16th time, 14 strikeouts, just 2 walks in 16 2/3. Righty on righty, the stretch, and the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Power v. Power. That's a 96-mile-an-hour Gouda ball. Mazzola second in the league with 11 home runs. And one barreled up mid-90s fastball ties the game. 1-0 Salt Dogs. Top of the 9th at Haymarket. The stretch from Reed. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a fastball up and in is fended foul back to the net. Mazzola 0 for 3 tonight. He has reached on a fielder's choice. He's flown to center. He's lined to second. Salt Dogs must tip their cap to Taylor Stanton tonight. 7 1/3 plus. Allowed just the 1 run on 7 hits. No walks, 7 strikeouts. But he is right now on the hook. Allen guarding the line at third. 0-2 pitch. Slider 57 feet and an easy take by Mazzola. Reed tapping his chest to Wiggins, saying, "My bad." Evan Reed is a perfect 7 for 7 in save situations. This is his first appearance since Saturday night in Gary. Saturday afternoon. No, Saturday night. An 11-inning loss. Here's the stretch and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball, foul. Third base side. One nothing Salt Dogs. They got McKenzie a run. McKenzie could pick up his second victory of the season as the Salt Dogs try and pull to 500. Infield deep. Luis almost straddling the chalk line at third. 1-2 pitch, a slider in the dirt. Mazzola able to check his swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crowd of more than 3,800. Excited. Anticipating a great Independence Day weekend kickoff fireworks spectacular after the ball game. Reed gets the sign from Wiggins. Comes set just below the shoulders. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Center field, running in. Coosdale, he'll check up, make the two-handed catch. We're out number one. Mazzola has some more words for plate umpire Chad Kettleman, it appears, as he heads back into the dugout. Still seething after that 0-0 call. Which changes the entire dynamic of the at-bat, but still, you got to be able to have a short memory in this game. As KD Kong, left-hander, steps in the stretch from Reed. And the one-out pitch. Swing, and that ball sprung foul off to the left and out of play. 0-1. Kong has plenty of power. 6 home runs. 9 doubles and 948 on-base plus slugging percentage. Salt Dogs clinging to a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Salt Dogs have shut out 3 opponents, and they have been shut out 3 times as Reed comes set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball high over the outside corner, 1-1. The Jolly Walrus, Doug Simonek, third base coach, has his hands on his knees for Fargo as Reed sets. Now the 1-1 swing and a miss. Would have been the changeup right there by Reed at 88 miles an hour. Kong way ahead of that, 1-2. Kong has struck out looking, popped out, and flown to center. There have been 0 walks by either club so far tonight. Between the top 2 pitching staffs in the league. Allen guarding the line at third, Kurt at first. 1-2 pitch is sprayed foul, back and out of play. Fastball. Coosdale shaded a hair to the left of center field, creating a big gap in right center. A lot of room down the right field line with Darby pinching the right center gap. Here's the stretch. And the 1-2, it's a slider in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pat Kelly started the run-scoring rally in the bottom of the 8th on a laser double to right. And the Dogs caught a few breaks. That's the weakness of this Fargo team, their defense, last in the league. Here's the 2-2 from Reed. Fastball is high, 99 on a stadium gun, which may be juiced a bit, but Reed can certainly get it up into the upper 90s. 3-2 the count to Kong, a big pitch coming up. You'd hate to put the possible tying run on base without having to swing the bat as Reed sets. Payoff pitch, swing a little crack bat, soft liner out to the shortstop. Is caught by Moreta for out number 2. Sounded like a crack bat. Weakly hit at the very least. And Redhawks down to their final out. Redhawks had won 6 in a row. They have lost 2 straight. Dogs had lost 6 in a row, now looking for their second straight win. Brian Humphreys 1 for 3, left-handed batter. He also has 6 home runs. The pitch from Reed swung on and fouled back to the net. 97-mile-an-hour pellet. With each fastball in the strike zone, you have to hold your breath. A dangerous middle of the order for Fargo. Wind softly blowing in from left. Outfield playing Humphreys to pull. Wiggins crouching away. 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Oh, a strike called. Reed gets the benefit of the doubt from Chad Kettleman as he pierced the shoulders of Brian Wiggins, who is set up away. 0-2 the count. 2 down, bases empty. Salt Dogs on the verge of winning this series opener. The stretch. And the 0-2. Oh, a called third strike over the high and outside corner. Humphreys is barking, but that is your ball game. Wow. Well, a superbly pitched game for the Salt Dogs. Jeff McKenzie goes 8 scoreless. Evan Reed, a perfect ninth to book his 8th save of the season. So, with 2/5 of the regular campaign now in the books, the Salt Dogs are back to 500, 20-20. Fargo falls to 22-18. They've dropped 3 straight after winning 6 in a row. Again, your final score: Salt Dogs 1, Redhawks nothing. Game 2 of this 3-game series tomorrow night at 6:35. Hannah Houston at Haymarket Park, presented by Emeritus. Gates open at 5:30. Once again, your final score: Salt Dogs 1, Fargo nothing. Stick around, post-game show with highlights and more up next.